What's up, YouTube? So today I want to talk about my setup when I'm doing training, or if anything ever happened, what would I take immediately to be able to take care of a crazy situation. So I have plenty of rifles, as you could see in the background, but there's one that I do all of my training with, and that's because I have it set up specifically for a need. And the thing that you want to think about if you're getting into training and trying to get to a point to where you are proficient in one thing or plenty of different things is having setups specific for what you're wanting to do. So obviously this is like my battle rifle that I will take for training, and I have different setups for different types of operations, we'll say. So this one is my basic one. It is Cerakoted in a way to where you could see it will blend in very good in a woodland environment. Also have my kit set up for these things, but I'll also have kits for different scenarios. So more of nighttime stuff. I have my SOE kit with my helmet for nighttime operations where I'd use my 300 blackout with a suppressor. So it's really, really quiet compared to regular 5.56. So think first what you want to get into, what kind of training you want to do, and then build a rifle specific to that scenario. For this, I'm going to go into my regular setup that I use in most things. As you can see here, I have two of them set up differently. This is more of a night camo, have all my mags ready to go. Also have a backpack set up on the back so I could carry extra mags, other things if I'm going out, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time outside so I could carry some things. This is SOE, so if you want to get some nice rigs specifically made for people that do shit, this is the way to go. So right here I have my double stack rig. This is the micro rig. Has a perfect place right here for med kits, 4 magazines, also carry some handcuffs underneath and some tourniquets. But this is my kit setup for that. So we'll get through the kit stuff first before getting into the nitty-gritty of the rifle. So this is my double stacked rig by SOE. Have a nice little Gerber knife on the front just in case I gotta cut down some stuff, make a fire with a flint rod, stuff like that. This is my rig set up for a broad horizon of things. So something I could just pick up, take out, and be able to survive in a certain situation for a period of time. So with that, on the side I have my hookup or my pouch for my radio. This is going to be really important if you are working with other people. Staying in contact and understanding how to use these is going to be a game changer. I'm actually going to be at a class, Radio Made Easy. It's coming up very soon. I'm going to leave the information right here. These are all the classes that he's putting on right now. If you want to learn how to use these, that is the way to go. I've tried to do research online, and anyone that's tried to research anything online, you spend hours and hours trying to figure it out, still don't know shit. So get a class from him, highly beneficial. If you'd like to see me in person, I will be at the Nashville one. Information right here. So if you'd like to learn some stuff with me, that is the place to be. So radio, have that check. Carry magazines, keep them full at all times. I just shot yesterday, so some of these I have to refill, but I keep these loaded, ready to go. The mags I use is Lancer mags. You can get them fairly cheap on sale, and they work really well. I have other videos showing them, so I won't go into that too much, but Lancer mags are the magazines that I use. Now, some people, for training reasons, will mark their mags. Usually, if I'm doing training, I'm going to use the purple mags I have by Lancer because everyone likes to, use like the camouflage ones, the straight black ones. I like to be different. I like to know that they're my magazines. So I use the purple ones. It also goes with the brand. That works for me. But the ones I keep in here to be able to grab and go are the green ones, just because it matches my rifle. But purple is what I usually train with. Right here I have my med pouch. This is the rip-off med pouch by SOE. Filled it with all Homestead medical stuff. Chuck is a really great guy. Have my setup right here so I could take this out, give it to someone. They'd be able to patch me up or patch themselves up very, very quickly. So realistically, I carry 2 med pouches. One for me, one for someone else. And then on the side, I have an extra magazine right there just some extra stuff. But that is the rig that I put on to be able to carry. Now, there's going to be some people out there be like, why aren't you training with a bulletproof vest, bulletproof armor, all of that stuff? The reason for that is, look at my stature. Look at the things that I do carry are made specifically for a reason. Am I going to be going into houses, gun blazing like I'm John Wick? No. The reason you see all the special forces guys be able to do that is because they have a group of people behind them. They have intelligence, they have drones, they have surveillance, all of these things to make it to where they could go into that situation and take care of a target. And they do wear them because they're putting themselves in very high risk endeavors. Me, I'm not going to be doing that. The only firefight that you will ever win is going to be the one that you don't get into. We train just in case, but no matter what, I'm always going to try to get to a better area, move around, be able to navigate and stay undercover. So therefore, I realistically have no need to carry a plate carrier when I'm training, because I'm not going to use it in a real life situation. I'm not going to be going in there and just acting like I am some kind of superhuman. It's just not going to work out to my favor. I'm going to get shot and unalive. But with that being said, I do have a plate carrier. I'm not going to say I don't have one. I have 3. This is the one that if I was to go into training and use, I would use this. Yes, I wear it around, do push-ups in it, all the sorts of stuff. But realistically, unless I know that I'm going into a situation that it's going to be bullets everywhere, I'm not going to wear this. I'd rather be mobile, be able to move fast and effectively than to have this extra weight on me. Yes, you could carry more magazines. I have, the extended radio antenna ran through from Radio Made Easy, but shit's heavy. So that's why I don't use a plate carrier. Wear whatever you want, but it's just not for me. Now let's get into my battle belt, what pistol I use. So here is my other medical pouch, also filled by Homestead Medical and made the pouch by SOE, the rip-off med pouch again. Right here I have another radio pouch. So if I'm training in more stuff to where I'm not going to wear my full gear, just a belt, I have this set up here. I also have full of snacks if I'm a little hungry out there. I could get out my nice little Uncrustable or some granola. You got to stay hydrated and full, even if you're out in the sticks. Have a few magazines here and a multi-tool. I do keep a multi-tool on hand just in case I need to fix any of my things going on when I'm out training. And of course, level 3 retention holster. If you're jumping around, moving around in dirt, I like level 3. This is Alien Gear. I like their stuff a lot. It works for me, so that's what I use. And this is the Smith & Wesson Carry Comp. I really like this pistol, one of my favorites out there. I have the Holosun setup on that and a TRL-7, just in case I gotta light up some people before I smack them. And by people, I mean training only, steel targets, not actual people. So this is the main one I carry when I am training. Now we could get into what everyone is here for, and that is the rifle. The one thing that people spend way too much money on, wanting to get into it so they could be ready to rock and roll and be the next John Wick of the gun industry. So I have gone through about every optic, every light on the face of the earth, every attachment you could possibly imagine. And this is the setup that I have finally decided on. Product placement. Red Bull. It's empty though, so I just drank that for no reason. Yeah. So we'll start at the front of the rifle and work our way down. Right here I have the Gentech. What is this? I'm not going to take it off because YouTube won't let me. I'll get in trouble. So, I think this is a Neutron. Pretty sure. Gentech, it doesn't say what it is. Yeah, it is the Neutron. This is a 30 can and works really well for 5.56. I was honestly kind of blown away by how good it does. I was going to buy two, one for my 5.56, one for my 300 Blackout. Wasn't needed. This is quite enough for me, so it's what I run. Will I get some other ones in the future? They're making some 3D printed ones now. They're pretty sick. The Hux work. Really thinking about picking that up, but we'll see. Didn't pull the trigger yet. Now I have some backup sights. As you can see here, these are Ruger ones. Magpul, whatever, they all work the same. This is just kind of a fail-safe. Do you need them? Depends on who you ask. Some people say you need them, some you don't. I just got tired of hearing I need backup sights. So, backup sights. Working our way back. This is an Aero Precision rifle. Now, pretty much all the internals, everything has been changed from Aero Precision, but their stuff works. So that's what I use. All of the stock, the grip, the foregrip, all of this is B5 Systems. Ooh. Saucy. Their stuff works really well, has a nice grip to it. I have some rail scales on here just because, you know, they look cool and you want to look cool in front of your buddies. Back to the optics, have the EOTech. I have the one that does have the night vision option, even though I tried to shoot it with night vision, almost physically impossible because I need a riser. So that will be the next upgrade to this rifle in the foreseeable future, because once you get into this, it's just money. The more you have, the more you spend, and it's a never-ending cycle. And then I have the ×3 magnifier on here, just flips to the side, out of the way, ready to rock and roll. This is an 11.5, so I do have the ability to get out there and touch something if need be. So I do have the magnifier on here. Anything less than 11.5, there is no reason for you to have a magnifier. Just put a red dot because you aren't shooting shit far away no matter what. Now, there's people out there that'll be like, no, 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 it's fine. No, you lose so much ballistics capability if you go under 11.5. So that is the reason I went with this for my battle rifle. Therefore, I could go into hard to reach areas, get in, do some kill house stuff, you know, be able to move around, go over corners, but it still isn't super long, right? And it's not short enough to where it affects that. Now let's get into the trigger. This is the Geissele SSAE, one of my favorite triggers out there on the market. I've heard some cool stuff about single stage triggers. I'm probably going to try that out very soon. I was talking to Lamro Arms Co. and he was saying how much he liked them. So I'll probably be trying one of them out pretty soon. But as of right now, I run them on all my rifles. It's the main one that I use. If they go on sale, I'll buy two of them because they just work really well and hold up through time. Another Geissele thing I have here is the bolt catch. Geissele bolt catch is by far a really nice one. So you can lock your bolt back very easy, slap that down, ready to rock and roll and blast some stuff. Have mil-spec mag release because who needs an extended mag release? Absolutely no. When it gets to the way you end up dropping your mag when you don't want to, it's dumb. I don't do it. Now, if someone out there says it's not dumb and it works for them, that is absolutely fine too. Do what works for you. When I say it's dumb for me because I am stupid and my finger accidentally touches it and I drop the mag. So therefore, I would die. I said the word. I would unalive. Damn. Anyway, back to it. I am a big fan of the 35 degrees. I think it's 35, 30, 35. Safety selectors instead of the 90. It's very quick for me to hit and a lot easier than the 90. So that's what I use. Big fan of it. And then of course, right here is an SOE sling, 2-point sling. The reason I like the 2-point sling and the reason I go with SOEs is for a specific reason. So it has this band right here that expands so I can keep it nice and tight to my body. I can just ratchet this up nice and tight, move around, and it kind of reduces the pressure. And if I needed to use it, it's nice and tight, but I have this elastic band that I could still go out there and it locks in, right? So if I get shot in this arm, I could still lock it in and be able to hit a target pretty far away. And then when I'm done, it just goes back. So very easily. But sling is a sling. I like it for that reason. Get a sling, it's important. You don't want to have to carry your rifle all the time. If you sit it down, you're unalive. So get a sling, put it on. Now let's talk about the weapon light. Now I've put so much money into a weapon light. Let me switch this around so you can see it. Oh, there it is. So this is a Surefire Scout. So expensive, but it does work good. I like their mounts a lot, how you can kind of like swivel around and set them. But realistically, Holosun just came out with one, and it is legit. I like it just about as much. And yeah, you don't have to spend a ton of money on a light. It's just not the smartest. They do work. They are battle tested, but not needed. I have this little cover too, because I don't want to accidentally touch the button. Not that I ever would, but if I do, let everyone know and I get yelled at because I accidentally touched it. So I have that little cover. So let's talk about the BCG, what I run in my bolt carrier group. So inside here, I am running Sons of Liberty bolt carrier group. So I will always get a quality bolt carrier group. Without it, your rifle isn't going to run. So it is very dirty right now. I probably should clean it. Nah, it'll be fine. But if you are going to upgrade something on your rifle first, get a quality bolt carrier group. Doesn't matter what you go with. There's a Bravo company, there's, drawing a blank, Guns of Liberty, Sons of Liberty, there's Aero Precision makes good ones. A ton of different companies, so get one. I'm sure you could look at the reviews and find out if they're going to work or not. So yeah, I also do have an adjustable gas block. Now there is so much stigma out there about, is it worth it? Is it just another failing point? I don't care, it works for me. So I run it, I'm able to adjust it, have it shoot better, not ejecting brass all crazy, flying in different directions. So I use it, I've never had an issue with it. If I need to change it out eventually, I just will. So that is what I use. Some other things that you need to think about if you are getting into training. And before we get into that, if you like content like this, you're enjoying seeing some of the stuff I'm going through, make sure you sub to the channel. It's free. And I promise I won't be too annoying in my upcoming videos. So sub to the channel, hit the little bell notification so you can keep updated. I'm going to be ramping up all my long form content over the next couple of months. So stay tuned, a lot of fun stuff coming in the future. So a couple other things that I carry on me whenever I am going into training is going to be a Holosun tool. In case your optics get knocked off, you need a little Loctite to hold them down. That tool is really important. Also keep a couple other tools. Here's another Holosun tool, some hex bits, just to be able to tighten anything up that gets knocked loose during training. Obviously you're running around bumping stuff, it happens. So having those things is important. Also keep this in my gun belt, some Advil. I'm getting older. I don't want to have to bail out because I'm feeling a little sore and then everyone makes fun of me. So I keep some Advil on hand. I can just sneak behind a tree, take them real quick, and get back to it. Always carry around another multi-tool in my truck. That's money. I guess that I would take money just in case, but not something you necessarily need. And also ammo. Most training, you want to have about 1,000 rounds to 2,000 rounds of ammo and extra magazines. A plus is if you bring a speed loader. Remember, you have to load up all those mags at the end of the night. So bring a speed loader. everyone will be very happy with you doing that. So those are the things that I use whenever I am going into training or my battle rifle setup. Plenty of different things that you could do, and there's no wrong way. There's just ways that don't work for you. So set it up how you want. Get out, do some training, hit out some people that you look up to, and make it happen. Remember to stop bitching and complaining and start prepping and training. And I will see you in the next one.